Question. Explain in detail the concept of dharma as a concept of legal ordering in Indian thoughts. Dharma, a concept of legal ordering in Indian thought. Introduction. The concept of dharma occupies a central place in ancient Indian jurisprudence, philosophy, and culture. Unlike modern legal systems that are often grounded in codified laws and statutes, Indian legal tradition evolved around the idea of dharma, a principle that integrates law, morality, duty, and social order. It provided a comprehensive framework for individual and societal conduct, forming the basis for legal, ethical, and spiritual life in ancient and medieval India. Meaning of dharma. The word dharma is derived from the Sanskrit root dhri, meaning to hold together or that which upholds. It implies the set of principles that sustain the cosmos, society, and the individual. Dharma is moral and ethical duty, legal obligation, spiritual discipline, social responsibility. Thus, it governs both internal character and external conduct, unlike modern law, which largely concerns external behavior alone. Sources of dharma. Ancient Indian thinkers laid down various sources of dharma, which served as normative guides for legal and social behavior. Shruti, Vedas, revealed texts considered the ultimate authority. Smriti, Manusmriti, Yajnavalkya, Smriti, secondary texts that codify Vedic principles. Custom, Achara, long standing traditions and practices of society. Conscience, Atmastuti, personal moral judgment when no scriptural guidance is available. Dharma as legal ordering. In ancient India, law was not separated from morality or religion. Dharma served as the overarching norm that included Raj Dharma, duties of the king. The king was bound to uphold and enforce dharma. He was not a source of law but its protector and executor. His role was to resolve disputes in accordance with dharma, not personal will. Second, Vyavahara Dharma, legal procedure, concerned with judicial proceedings, evidence, and punishment, based on codified texts like Manusmriti and Mitakshara and implemented in courts by judges and kings. Swadharma, personal duty, varied by varna, caste, ashrama, stage of life, gender, and context. Provided flexibility and plurality in the legal and moral order. Example, a Brahmin had a duty to study and teach, while a Kshatriya had a duty to protect and rule. Dharma versus modern law. Source, scriptural. Dharma source is scriptural, moral, customary. Modern law sources are constitution, legislation. Scope of dharma includes moral, ethical, spiritual, legal. Modern law scopes includes legal and political. Nature of dharma is flexible and context based, and nature of modern law is codified and rigid. Enforcement of dharma, internal conscience plus external state. Modern laws enforcement is based on primarily external state. Dharma's objectives are harmony, cosmic and social order. Modern law's objectives are justice, equality and rule of law. Dharma in ancient legal texts. Manusmriti emphasizes social hierarchy and duties of individuals, a key text in Dharma Shastra tradition. Yajnavalkya Smriti, more refined in legal procedures and classification of courts. Arthashastra, Kautilya, blends dharma with statecraft and governance, focusing on law, punishment and administration. Relevance of dharma in Indian legal tradition. Influenced the British colonial codification. Example, Hindu law for inheritance, marriage, etc. forms the basis for many personal laws in contemporary India, Hindu Marriage Act, Hindu Succession Act, etc. The Supreme Court of India occasionally refers to dharma as constitutional morality and broader interpretations of justice and fairness. Example, Sabrimala case. Dharma continues to inspire Indian legal philosophy with its integrated view of ethics and law. Criticisms of dharma as legal order. Caste-based differentiation often led to social inequality, ambiguity and subjectivity in interpretations. Non-uniformity and decentralization made it hard to enforce uniformly. Over time, some aspects were used to justify patriarchy and social oppression. Conclusion: Dharma as a concept of legal ordering in Indian thought reflects a holistic value-based approach to law, one that aims to maintain balance between individual duties, social harmony and cosmic order. While it differs significantly from modern legal systems in its moral and spiritual orientation, its underlying principle of justice, righteousness, and duty continues to influence Indian jurisprudence, making it a timeless pillar of India's legal philosophy.